Um, Hi. It's been a while, hasn't it? As maybe you could guess, I saw that Benjamin uploaded few videos again. So I've also been thinking about making some videos, and I guess I just thought that maybe the most and easiest and natural way is to start by going over what I've been doing recently, and mostly what I've been working on after Dofus 3.0 is updating all of my sets. For now I'm done with the main team, and next I'll have to work over the B team's items, but that's still a while away. I did spend the start of Dofus 3 playing on Dakal. I got to 200 there and I spent a good few months playing there, and it was a lot of fun. But now I've been back to Talcasa, and I've been working on the set, so I guess let's just get straight to it. Let's start with the stats. This is the most recent set I've made. This was a bit of a reaction to the news about critical damage nerfs, because I had one of those typical Numero Cycloid. There's that one free ghost set with the cape, belt, and amulet that I used there too. But I saw the news, and I also thought to myself that I've been playing a Grid Foggernaut for the past 5 years now or something as my main. So I thought let's switch things up a little. And I think I actually saw in one of SLX Gaming's videos, they used a MP reduction Foggernaut, and I also used one for Cat's Eye Trio recently, so I decided let's just make a chance MP reduction Foggernaut, and this is what I landed up with. This is kind of like a half budget, half real set, if it makes sense. I have a decent 187 MP reduction. It could be higher, but I got a little lazy with the Wisdom Mages since they are gonna remove the Wisdom's tie to MP reduction in a future set. So a few of these sets are also made in mind of the characteristic nerf, and some of them are just sets that I made before but thought that don't need to make any adjustments to because of the upcoming update. 12.5, all of my sets are now 12.5. That was the major thing I had to do, was that they used to be 11.6, so I had to change that. So that was 89 chance and 522 power, so that comes out to approximately 1.4k of effective chance effectiveness. We have some nice 111 dodge, which is not gonna go down too much after the update, which is nice. We have negative lock, which you'll soon see why, and this is actually something I'm working on changing. I'll probably change. Let is actually just get to the gear now. So as you can see, I'm using a Celestial Barbarian set, 3 pieces of it. The original plan was to use the Putrid Eye set and a AP belt. So the original plan was to use these two and the Chance AP belt. But I got this as an intermediate because those two items are a little expensive at the moment. So I'll probably change those in because these at the moment give you minus 40 lock, which is not so nice. It's mainly relevant for this turret because it doesn't have too much lock at the moment. So I wanna switch those items around a little to get some more lock. But it's not a major issue. All my sets has been now worked into use these trophies too. I'm not sure if it's even the smartest idea. All my sets also use the typical elementary pet, which I know is also not maybe the smartest idea. Now you probably should use a dragon jockey or something, but I like the way that pets look, and I like all my characters to look the same. So yeah, I'm using the pet because of that basically. But yeah, let's just go over the items. As I mentioned, I have the Celestial Barbarian set with some decent lazy-ish mages. I maxed out the MP reduction and chance stats. Then we have the Lunar set with this one part this particular one I inserted a water damage rune to. We have the Exos, standard, just something I picked up from the market, didn't want to bother to make them myself. We have the boots, there again I put more focus on the water build than the other stats. All of these that don't have any Exos on them will be added a distance mastery 1% at some point, and working on that too for the whole team. Then we have the Ice Knight set, which is quite nice. Here we have also the water damage added. This set is really nice, one of these new ones. Really works well for an MP reduction and chance character, in general for a chance character, because the stats on these are actually pretty good. Like really good, even for like not just for MP reduction gear, but just general chance gear. It being a weapon, shield, and a ring really works nicely with other set combinations. As you can see, I'm wearing 3 full sets, so I could go 12-6 if I just put like a wool zones here somewhere, like that. That takes me to 12-6 already. But I'm using the Parasmidite for MP reduction and the trophy. And well, anyway, actually, for the first set, I figured that demonstrating then with one of those scarecrows wouldn't be too interesting because it's an MP reduction build, so like the scarecrow isn't moving anyway. So I've been actually on my way to try to solo Captain Meno. So I think I'll demonstrate you with a fight. Let's see, how should I approach this? This guy is a little bit of a problem if it starts there, so I guess I'll do this. I can try no man. Don't care about the challenges here. Kinda wanna set up the tower though, but I think I do need to push these guys. Oh, there's a trap now. I'm not happy about that. I have to be a little bit careful there. This guy needs to be pushed. Oh, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I actually have no idea how big that trap is, but luckily I have to dodge to still do no man. Well, not too bad of a problem. I just need to push them away. So here we see the MP reduction doing its thing. Let's just do this one too. And I think we'll go here and set up a healing turret. Okay, that can reach that, which is a little annoying. Let's go there. And then I can push the whole lot back. Let's improve the turret. So this... Oh, that's annoying. But I was gonna say that this naturally is gonna work a little better in a team. But I'm decently confident that I'll be able to solo Captain Meno with this setup. Hold on, 1, 2, 3... Is it from here? Oh yeah, okay. And then I can use the compass. And let's move this here. There we go. Well, I guess I can make like a follow-up video on showing how the Captain Meno went. But we do have a lot of sets to go over still. What's the MP direction? 0, 0, 3, and that has 2, so let's get rid of those. Ooh, that is annoying. Good thing I have this. Let's do something about that one. I think I'll swap here. And the nice thing about Foggernaut is that you can easily just escape even a corner like this. If you really want to. So they took my... turret. Should I place another one or should I just go for the kill? I think I'll place another one. Maybe it will distract the yeah, that works out. Yeah. So there I should have secured the turret better, but I used it to swap. But here we made it out anyway. Yeah, so that's basically how the build works. Let's move on to the next character. Thank you Meno, for your lovely music. Anyway, see you in the next. So here we are on my Forge lands, which some avid fans might recognize used to be a Heliotrope, but it's now Forge lands. Let's look at the stats I have for this one. Again, 12, 5, 6 range this time. We have some critical here too. No dodge, some lock. We have a nice even 1.5k and 0 power. 147 fire damage, the spell and distance damage from the turrets, as well as the minus resistances. About it from there. As you can see, I'm wearing Watcher and Turquoise, which was supposed to be replaced by Crimson and Ice Dofus. I need to finish up Crimson quest on this one, on a few characters actually, and I did Ice Dofus on 4 characters already. I still need to do it for the other 4, which I'll probably something I'll start working on this summer or so. So yeah, let's just go over. This is really, like, again, a half budget, half a real set. We have a War helmet with some okay stats. Didn't really focus on the lock or the Empire Axon. We have the Meridiodon cloak. Yeah, just some solid stats. We have the Otamai set with Otamai sword, shield, and amulet for a combined bonus of, I think this is shows what I'm getting at the moment. And we have 2 items of the War set too. We have the Jolly Good belt for AP and the Silox rings for range and just overall nice intelligence. These are just some exos I picked up from the market again. And we have the Teddy Barbarian at level 89. I'll probably get it a little higher at some point if I ever bother to. I've also tried to make for most of the sets a room for Abyssal Dofus because I like playing with. I guess we can do some damage demonstration. Let's do level 500 and 4 of them. There we go. So Fire Lance gives you, like, uncharged, it gives you some nice stats. I do have 4. Actually, let's do next turn. Let's do Spicy Meal, Hot Iron, and the Moose Spell. So we get some decent numbers. What the good let's see if we can finish them up. One more Strangler. Let's check out the sword actually. Okay, we happened to get a crit there, but yeah. That is the Forge Lance. Oh, by the way, if you want to steal my look, I have the Dragon Drop headgear Mimiswim picked. I'm using the Lumina Cape, the Guild Shoulder Pads, Luminous Shield, the Loyal Seraya. There's a couple of variations of this, but this is the Chameleon one. Of course, the Guild Costume. I guess my titles are Splash Lady and the Glorious Idol. Glorious Idol might be a little hard to get these days. As for the colors, I'm using these body races. And the colors, if you wanna copy my colors, this is the ones I use for the whole team. And if you need the guild costume, you can join my guild. you can find it from the fellow pages. The joining should be open to anybody. Okay, yeah, that's it for the Forge Lands. Let's move on to the Feka, I think. Okay, here we are with the Feka. By the way, you probably noticed that my settings are set to quite low because I did play with 8 accounts and I was running into a lot of performance issues. By the way, if there's anybody who's watching the video who knows some tips and tricks to improve performance when multi-logging, I'm taking suggestions. I have went through all the obvious ones, but if anybody has like some niche tricks they could give me, I would appreciate. But let's move on to the stats for the Feka. Chance with no power, because once again I think I'm missing a Crimson Dofus, but we have 12, 5, 6, some crits there to 164 water damage. The damage is, you know, the whole thing. Some lock, almost no dodge. As for the items, yeah, I'm still wearing the turquoise because I'm supposed to replace this with the crimson at some point, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. We have a deep sea mask, a deep sea bracelet without an exo, not fully, and a deep sea sandals. Let's check out the set bonus and combined total from what I get from these. Here's the set bonus again. Then we have the it set with the combined bonus of following. And go with items. We have the Mantase cloak. We have the Daukanos with a hunting weapon, of course, and a Spookot amulet. And then for the remaining 3 slots, we are using a barbaric wedding band with an AP exo. We're using an Oklot for the AP and a 4-leaf with an MP exo. This is a carryover from when they changed the stats on all the shields. So this is the ones I ended up with after but I slapped it on the Feka because I had an MP exo there. So we have a nice range for the getaway, a decent for the bubble. For the, is this called Stratus? Yes, Stratus. Let's check out the damage from the valley. Nice, 746. Is it the same every time? No, so there's a range, apparently. And of course the sudden shower, the main star of the show. Yeah, so that is it for the Feka. Again, drinking the same style as the previous characters. Let's move on to the Kra. Alrighty then, here we have my Kra, and she is also the second victim of my panic selling related to the characteristic point update, because I used to be working with assemblies. Let's see if we have it somewhere saved. Yeah, I used to have like a critical damage build, a bit of a budget version because I didn't have the required things for the proper version of it. This worked quite nice, but I even had some spell damage there too. But yeah, this is what I used to play a few weeks ago. Even I used to have this build, but then I changed into a full intelligence build, slightly different from Forge Lands set. We have again the 1,500, but this time we have the 80 power, and we have the Ice Dofus here too. But actually the Forge Lands will have a little bit more fire damage in the end. We have some dodge, some log, 6 range. More importantly, a little less HP than the other ones. I am actually a bit upset that we didn't get to 4K there. Yeah, this was also done with the new Kra update in mind, so I figured that full int looked like something I could maybe enjoy. And I wanted to move away from the crit builds and also thought that it's just like at the moment quite cheap to invest into these mono element builds. Theoretical values with the helmet, amulet, and belt for a combined bonus of the following. Then we have an automized set with a sword, shield, and boots for a combined bonus of the following. Oh, it even adds the hunting weapon there. That's funny. We have the Teddy Barbarian, level 90, and we have the Meridiodon Cloak for the AP and range, and the Silax rings. This set actually gives 8 range in total, which is a bit of a waste. I find that making a sets for intelligence, especially for the range version, is a little frustrating. So much easier for the other elements, I think, so to get like the maximum PVM stats out. We have the Dofus and trophy lineup. It's not maybe as interesting with now since I don't have, since the update isn't out yet. Okay, let's not use that because that's not too accurate of a representation. So let's do a Siling Arrow, and Fulmination. I mean, it's still pretty decent. It's not too bad because especially since we can do this every turn. It's not too bad. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna change after the update. I think actually maybe for the better. I feel like it's gonna be a nice build to play on, but that remains to be seen, I guess. I have tested out it in the beta and it seemed fine. Let's move on to the panda. Yeah, that should be next. Alrighty then. Here we have the panda, who actually shares almost an identical set with my Echo Flip. So, but I will also show the damages on the Echo Flip. But let's look at the items only on panda because they're the same items with some variety in the mages, of course. But the stats are approximately same. These agility sets are just insane. Just look at the resistance you get on a like fully PVM focused set with the 80 power, 1.567 67. Agility we have 190. Air damage, and I don't think this one was missing any trophies or Dofus. The only annoying thing about this set is that we only have 5 range, but I haven't found that to matter too much. I guess we can look at the stats on this set. Maybe I'll show them. Oh, that's actually a little lower level. I need to get this to a higher level. I like to have these pets around level 90. We have the hat, the ring with an exo, and the shield. The combined bonuses from the set are the following. And then we have the, what's the name of this set? We have the Abyss set. So we have the Indescribable Cloak, the Mantax, and the Tritun Palms. The combined bonus there. And then we have 2 pieces of the Jammy Jack set. I guess we can get the combined bonuses too. And the Meno Belt for the last AP. So some decent Alkoshu damage. Some decent damage for a 2 AP spell. We have the snaps. We have the alcoholic breath while intoxicated. Let's actually show the other version too. While sober it does that. And the numbness. We got a crit there, but approximately that's amount of damage. I guess I can show the propulsion too. We have decent amount for a 2 AP spell. Let's check out the Mantex. I haven't been showing the weapons off, but the Mantex does a decent amount. But yeah, that is it for the panda. I'll show you the Eka flip, but let's go over him a little bit more quickly. With, as I said, the same stats or so. For the items, it's the same items, just in different mages. No really point going over them, you get the idea. I have the full set of Dofus for them. Let's check out some damage. I'm actually not too adept at playing with Eka Flip yet, so don't sue me if I don't do the optimal numbers there. I guess I should hover these numbers if you're interested. So we've done a few movements there, so remember that will affect these. The current state of what I've done already affects this damage of a few of these. But let's test out the damage with the Recop on a full hand. So decent. We have the Allure, nothing. I keep critting. Something asks me to crit. I thought it was only the chance build. Ah well. As you can see, I'm not too familiar how Eka Flip works at the moment. Let's try out the Mantax. So this one is now smaller because not so many movements have been made. Yeah, decent damage from a decent range, some nice utility. That is the agility Eka Flip. Let's move on to the eye up. So here we have the eye up. We move on to our strength characters. The last few are strength characters. And this is the only guy I kept as a crit build because I figured that the change from critical damage to critical power should be just a buff for an eye up in general. So we have 12, 5, and 95 crits, 491 power, 854 strength, which comes down to... Actually, let me check. Yeah, everything is in strength. Which adds up to a nice 1.3 thousand strength, I guess. We have 149 critical damage, which I don't know how much critical power that translates to after the update, but I guess it will just... We're gonna see that. And 80 earth damage. Mages on the items are quite relevant, so I went with a Dreadfast set with a critical hit critical percent over mage. Nothing on the belt yet because I still need to get the melee or spell damage percent on it. And with a 2% critical over on the boots, and that means I have one more left on either the hat or the hat has also a critical. Actually, let's sort the combined bonuses. We have the Tortatonia horn, which I showed earlier, and the cape, and the weapon with the hunting, of course. Let's check out the combined bonuses. And then for the last slots, we have the Croco Shield with a critical damage over mage, the Croco Ring with an MP exo, quite poor wisdom on it to be honest, and AAP exo on the Count Harborg ring. And I guess we'll show this too for those who are paying attention to this combined total from this set. And we have the nice suite of Dofuses and trophies, and a snail mate for the critical. Let's do some buffing. Start with the accumulation. Very nice numbers. We have the pressure. We have the concentration, the bug mania uncharged, and the Sword of Iop, and the Bit of Rage. On the following turn, I don't have the buff anymore, though I do actually. For the following turn, we get the damage from the Bit of Rage. I guess I should show the weapon too. Let's do without the weapon skill. So, straightforward, IO, strength, crit, works, does the job quite well actually. Nothing more to add. Okay, and last but definitely not least, we have the Aniripsa. And for the Aniripsa, I decided to go with a strength build, actually. Not sure if that's the best way to do it, but I noticed that you get some decent heals from strength items these days. So we went with a 12, 5, 6, 23 critical, 1,500 strength, 186 heals, 136 earth damage build, some decent dodge, nothing special, but decent, helps you around sometimes. Here we have the items. Let's start with the Pandemonium Amulet. Again, let's have these theoretical rolls visible. There we see. We have the Pandemonium Amulet, ring with an AP exo, and the weapon. Let's check out the combined bonuses. We have 3 pieces of the grocery set with the boots and the belt and the ring with an MP exo for a combined bonus of the following. Then we have 2 pieces of the Mama Yuto set with the bandana and the shield or parasail, I guess. Really nice sail to have. It's a really insane addition to the game, to be honest. Let's check out the combat bonus. And then we have the Bulbisu level 90. And for this I went with something a little different for the lineup. The MP here allows us to use the Jacknapses to reach 12.5. So if we replace this with an Ogre, we're actually at 12.6. We have still room for the Abyssal Dofus. I do have something that I could also maybe sometimes replace it with. And the Goliath, and for this one we also have the Aspirest Prismarine, which all of course helps us with the healing quite nicely. So let's paint these targets. Actually, let's see if I can, if that adds to the charge. So now that we have 5 targets in the painted state, I can use this to deal some decent damage to them. And that's the paintbrush without the stack. Here's damage of the. Actually, let's put it like this. Here's the damage of the Furious Sword. Ancestral Ointment. I seem to be critting a decent amount now. There we go. So yeah, that's all 8 of my sets for now. I'll probably next start working on the Ice Dofus and the sets for the B team, which actually, I guess I never made a video about it, but the B team is at level 200 already. And there are some gear on them, but they are very budget and outdated, so I'll have to be working on them for the next year. Probably every now and then I'll be working on them, slowly getting them ready. Let me guys know if you want to see the Captain Meno fight. I'll probably record it anyway. Maybe I'll upload it if I successfully manage to solo it. But yeah, that's all. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell me in the comments, tell me your favorite fruit. And also let your mom know that I started making videos again, maybe. I don't know. It's not even a promise that I make more. Anyway, bye.